How y'all doing out there? Welcome to Clayton Showalter's YouTube channel here. Well, what we've got here is a McCulloch Pro Mac 1010A or 1010 automatic. I've got the carburetor off it. We're gonna do some carburetor rambles and try to show you some stuff on it. And the other thing is, around here, this is your fuel tank area. So there's a gasket that goes around here, and when I put some fuel in it, it was leaking all around here when I filled it up with fuel. So we got to remove this here. There's a screw right up here, but we might just make a separate video of that. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you this carburetor here. Set this all out of the way for a minute, and we'll get you put into the pointed towards the bench here, and try and zoom you guys in. So I got two carburetors there. These carburetors here, oops, sorry I bumped you. They're what are they? They're a Walbro SDC, and they're found on many of your McCulloch 1010s, your 1010 automatics, your Pro Mac 850s, I believe, unless they got a bigger one. I'm not positive on that. And they're found on your Homelight series, Homelight chainsaws, like Homelight XL12, Super XL automatic. So they're a pretty common carburetor. So what we want to show you, got my pressure vacuum tester here, and if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend one. That's just my preference. You can use whatever you want. This is one I picked up at my local Harbor Freight. I think it was like 65 bucks. So on this carburetor, these pressure vacuum testers help you to diagnose carburetor problems, checking your seals, and find air leaks on pretty much any chainsaw. So I'm gonna I've already got the screws out of this cover plate here. This is the metering diaphragm side. So here's a metering diaphragm. This is an original one. This is one that came out of it, and I've been soaking this in lime juice because this deal here, this diaphragm has to move. It acts like a float. It meters the fuel going into the, coming into the carburetor, going into the saw, into the engine. It meters the fuel. I hope I'm explaining that right. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And so I want to show you, I got a kit for this, or I've had it for a while. Now, this diaphragm is different. It's the same one, but it's a little different. So I'll bring these up close to the camera because I want you all to see this. So here's the one I just took out of the carb. This one on the left here. You just see how it's just got that nub, and it presses on the metering arm. The original style, I'll get you in frame. See, it's got that one will hook into the metering lever. The metering lever has like a little horseshoe pattern or U shape cut out in it, notched out in it. So this kit that I got quite a while back. Come on, focus now. Boy, you just don't want to focus, do you? So you see that there? That nub? That's just pressing down on the metering lever. Now what I was having happen was when this is on here like this, and you got your cover plate going on. So I'm hoping this will work, but I found by taking my pressure vacuum gun or pressure vacuum tester, whatever you want to call it. Well, it's kind of holding there, but when I pressure tested it before I started the camera, it was going down, and I'm pushing on the cover plate. So I'm going to just pump that up, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this cover plate here and the diaphragm gasket, and I'm going to set it back down on there, and maybe you'll see it drop. It's not doing it like it was before. There, it just went. So I'll kind of explain what's going on here. There's going to be a lot of you that know exactly what's going on, and there's going to be some of you, well, I don't know what's going on. What's causing it? Well, basically, what is going on is this nub here is pressing right down on the metering lever. So what you want to do is you're going to have to adjust this metering lever, and you can bend this metering lever. So what I want to do is just put my finger back over here and hold that, and take this screwdriver and push this metering lever down just to make that adjustment just a little bit. Let me get something that'll hold this a little better. So I got this other screwdriver here, and I want to just try to tweak this a little bit. I mean, you ain't gonna go much. That felt like it moved. So what we'll do is we'll set this cover plate and metering diaphragm back on here and hit it with the pressure vacuum gun again. And so now, if I can get you in frame and see the gauge and me pressing down, I'll bump this up to about 10 psi. And I'll lift the cover plate, set it back down on there, and press on it. So it doesn't seem to be dropping. But what we'll do now is we'll put the screws back in here. Make sure you guys are in frame. And we'll tighten it down. And I think that needle, the needle inside the carburetor, you know, if they're dry, it's gonna leak a little bit. They seal better when they're wet, you know, got some residual fuel on them. So what we can do is So I see it's leaking a little bit. I know you can't see that, but let's tighten it down and take it from there. I just want to try to share this with you in case you're having troubles and want to fix something yourself, or gives you a better idea. You know, I know there's a lot of videos on this. This is just my take on it. You ain't got to tighten these screws very tight. You can strip that aluminum out in that carburetor pretty quick. These are small screws. So we'll get that cinched down. Then I'm going to hit it with my pressure vacuum so you can see the gauge. It was at 10. So like I said, if it's leaking a little bit, it's possible that that needle needs a little residual fuel in there so it'll seal better. And I'm not sure if that's a new needle in there. I know I said I had a carb kit for that, so I don't know if that's an old needle I saved or what. So I hope that kind of explains a little bit. The other thing that, let me go ahead and remove this pressure vacuum gun, and we'll see if we can get a shot of these two carburetors. Let's see. Go ahead and put them kind of similar. Let's see if you're in frame for this. So we'll show you this carburetor. This jet here, somebody has gotten mad and tried to tighten it, busted it. It's bent inside there, so I don't know what happened. And you got this jet here. So you got your high jet and you got your low side. See the L, the H, high and low. So what I don't like on this one, I don't know. So this side I'm screwing here is the high. Just turn that in till it stops. You know, till it snugs up. You ain't gotta go crazy tight on it. You'll feel it, and it's snugged up there. This one only goes to about there. Now for some reason on this carburetor, when I take the jets out of the other one, they go in far. You know, they go in. See, that goes all the way in, tightens up. The other one should do about the same. They should go in about the same. And then you back them out a turn for your adjustment. So I don't know on this, so I'll show you when you're doing your adjustment. We'll start with the high side here. So that's already been snugged up in there. You're going to turn that. That's a half a turn. That's a full turn. And then the same with your low. Half turn, full turn, and that's usually generally where you want to set them at. Start with that, and when your saw's running, you'll have to tweak one or the other. Most likely you'll have to tweak your low side there. to get it to idle proper. So if it's loading up with fuel or something, you might have to turn it in, or you got to turn it out to give it a little bit extra fuel. So let's I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the pressure vacuum gun one more time. And put it on pressure. Then you can check your see if I can get this holded right here. So I'm going to take this little pick and poke in the carburetor, and you'll see the needle drop on the gauge. And I usually keep some soapy water in a little spray container, spray around here to see if there's any leaks. Spray around your fuel pump side diaphragm to see if there's any leaks. You know, and then check your fittings on your pressure vacuum gun. And I'm not going to go into detail on cleaning this right now. I probably will in another video. We'll see. I've got a lot of things going on right now, so I haven't been able to make as many videos as I'd like. So I hope that helps you on with those diaphragms, you know. Like if you can get the original kit, you know, if you can get one that has that shape where it hooks into that metering arm. Let me just take this other carb and pull off the meter inside and show you what that fork is on that metering lever. I'm trying to explain it the best I can, and I just want to show you. You know, I like sharing. I appreciate each and every one of you that's came here and left comments, and you share your knowledge. You know, let's not hold knowledge to ourselves. Let's share it. You know, that's only going to help people in the future. You know, and I think people should know this. You know, that want to get into stuff like this. So I'll bring this carburetor up to you. So there's that fork right there in that metering lever. So that part of that diaphragm has got a hook in there. Now I'm gonna see if I can get this just right and show you how it's supposed to do. We're supposed to go. Boy, lighting ain't right. Gosh. Trying to show you this. See, that hook's in there like that. Y'all see that? Come on, focus now. See, it's hooked in there. You see that? Let me know if you see that. I really apologize for wiggling around. It's just hard to hold this right and have it zoomed in. It's hooked in there, and it's going back and forth because I'm pushing it down. That's how it comes out. It just pops in there. Like so. And on your diaphragms, you hear all that crunching sound? Sounds like a tater chip. No good. It's done for. So what I'm trying, this diaphragm here, it doesn't make it as bad, but it's probably gone. I'll have to get a new kit or something. But what I'm trying is in this little tray right here, that's just lime juice. I've just been soaking that diaphragm in there for about a day. And I might take it and set it on the stove, let it warm up, but I don't want to go burning that diaphragm. I've done that with diaphragms in the past, and they've softened up, and I was able to use the saw and had no issues. But I don't know longevity of it. I'm just going to scoot this stuff to the side. Let's get you zoom back out here. And I'm going to pull you back just so you can kind of see me and working at the same time. We'll set our pressure vacuum gun out of the way. Set the carb and its solution, or that stuff that the diaphragm's soaking in. Now what we want to do is see if we can get that screw out of there. Some of them are really tight. I've had one I couldn't get out, but we're going to try something here. So see if you're in frame. So this screw right here, standard flathead bit. We'll take one of those hand impacts. One of these hand impacts here that will go in, and you can smack right up on top here with a hammer, and we'll see if we can break that loose. So these two items here, just a small hammer for now. We might have to remove this top handle here. Let's see what we can get. Don't hold on, I just gotta get some stuff situated. So y'all keep following along on my channel. I'd greatly appreciate y'all sticking around and coming with me on this journey here. And I have not forgot about that ProMac 850, that McCulloch ProMac 850 that was giving me some fits. I've got videos on it replacing crankshaft seals, and videos on this are replacing crankshaft seals. So go back, they're about a month back, a month or so back, give or take. But we will get back on that 850 as soon as we can. Just got a lot of things going on right now. Let's see if we can get this out here. Don't know if that's gonna work. And for the handle down here on the bottom, they're 5/16 screw or bolt. We'll get those out and we'll see if we can get that top tank off. Too tight for the fingers, and Too loose for the ratchet. I don't know if we're going to get that one. We might not get that one. Let's see. I don't even know if we'll get it with a screwdriver. We'll try it. Oh, now it's coming out. All right. That's what we want. Y'all bear with me. Don't go anywhere. You'll miss something. Just an awkward angle for the screwdriver, but it's coming. There. I'm just throwing that stuff on the bench right now. All right, let's see if we can get this come off here. We'll at least get this off and we'll inspect it. Yep, I figured that was going to be on there. Yep, it might have some real good Loctite on it. Let's see. I guess when in doubt, grab a bigger hammer. There, I think it moved. Yep, there we go. Just got to get a bigger hammer. Why didn't y'all tell me to get a bigger hammer? I'm just fooling with you. There's the top part of your tank. It's a cork gasket. Now, if we're lucky, if I can pick that out of there, I'll just take some cork that I got for gasket making material and trace out another one and pop it on there. So, but that's where she was leaking. All around here. But yeah, it's a cork gasket. So if we're lucky, like I said, we can try and pick that out of there and take our cork and make another gasket. So well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video here. This 1010 here, this 1010 automatic is in a few videos about a month or so back. So if you're just seeing this video for the first time, go back and check out some of the videos on it. I got the videos on replacing crankshaft seals and all that. So like I said, we'll get back on that McCulloch ProMac 850 as soon as we can. Got some other things going on right now with work and all that. A lot of things going on, so I apologize if you haven't seen any videos coming up. I really want to try to put a video or two a week or so, but sometimes it's just not possible for me. But don't think I'm just not forgetting or I'm forgetting or not following through or being lazy about it or something. No, that's not the case. So, and I really appreciate each and every one of you that's came here and subscribed. All new subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. I hope y'all are doing well, and I love having you guys here. And I hope you're getting something out of it, and it's enjoyable for you to watch. And let's keep going forward. Let's inspire folks out there. Let's uplift people. do good, kind things. Kind things will come back to us. Good things will come. Let's keep it all positive. So we will see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care.